Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time as we deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us today will be, Jovan Burts is signing a little late. He'll be in with us. Late scratch for Jay. Jay, a late scratch, but we do have his pick. Brian Bitler, Tony Brown, Rod Zawacky, Ninos, and Brad Francis. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. We've got Ninos. Well, Briggs a late scratch. Then we go to Francis, Burts, Bitler, Brown, Zawacki. Then I will close this one out. All right, 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. 4 games scheduled from the preseason football. So we got a lot of action for you tonight on from this card. So let's go ahead. Let's get the show underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premier. He's been doing some really good work on a pretty good run for Al. Let's bring him in right now. Al, what's happening?
Going pretty good. How are you, Tom?
Doing great. All right, here we go. 8:15 Eastern Time. We've got the Cardinals here to host the Braves in a pretty good series here. As we've got the Braves are favored here. We've seen this line move up here now at about minus 165. If I got that right, it is minus 165. We see minus 170s in some areas. The total sits here at 7.
Yeah, that line move must have come along with the confirmation that Arenado will be out of the lineup on paternity leave. And but I still think that even if he were to play, I think the Braves are the better team. And when you look at the starting pitchers here, I think that Strider is the better starter. I think he's impressed me a little bit more. Quintana had a great start to his season. He's coming into this ball game, though he's given not quite the same form as the start of the season, to say the least. But I think that he's in trouble here again against the Braves, and hasn't been too bad lately, giving up 2 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts, but just went 2 2/3 in his last start, so that's a little concerning there against the Diamondbacks, and he will be facing a much better Braves offense today. And again, as I said, even if Arenado was in this lineup, I think the Braves have the better lineup, and now that he is out of the lineup, obviously this line's gone up a little bit, but we can look at this line a few different ways. I said that I think they have the starting edge on the mound, so you could look at them in the first 5 innings, lay that half run there in the first 5 innings, or you could put a little bit on the run line, and as the road team, I think they should win by 2 or more here. So I like the Braves to get the job done for us tonight.
All right, Ninos here likes the Braves here in this one. Here at minus 165. Yeah, Arenado, a big bat there. Of course, one of the reasons why the Cardinals have been hot here against right-handed hitters, 338, but Strider has been really a stud here for the Atlanta Braves. An ERA under 3 in 26 games that he's worked. A whip of just 1. He gets 37% strikeouts. That's an impressive number there for a rookie. The walks are a little bit high, but he's still a young guy. And also the FIP is 2.05 versus an ERA of 2.95. So we can even see his ERA drop a little bit based on his numbers. The thing, of course, you will be looking at here, although this is probably the strongest competition the Cardinals has faced here at home. The Cardinals have won 11 of their past 12 at home, but the Braves I think this is the Braves here stand out amongst the better teams that they've faced here in this streak.
Yeah, and it's not like that series against the Cubs went too smoothly either. They gave up a couple wins that I think were probably their better pitching matchups of the series, and yeah, they blew those games where the offense just didn't show up. I mean, I shouldn't say they didn't show up. They left a lot of runners in, not just on base, but in scoring position as well. And it's tough to win ball games when you do that. So, yeah, that was a couple tough luck games. But again, I think it's a much tougher matchup for them tonight as well. So I'm going to go with the Braves here.
All right, Ninos here on the Braves, minus 165 here against the Cardinals. This one to have a start time here of 8:15 Eastern Time. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for action for tonight. Showing really good profit over the last 7 days. 682 units of profit. That is all documented. You can verify that by going over to Pick Dogs and going down to Al Ninos' Handicapper page, and you'll see all the plays there. They are documented for you. All right, Al, we have a big card tonight. 15 games from Major League Baseball. Dodger game starting at 6:40 Eastern Time. That's the first one. 4 from preseason football. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Just as far as the daily packages go, I just have my my best bet of the night out there if you want to check that out. But again, strongly recommend getting a long-term pass. I got a couple extra plays on one of those, and I like them just as much. I mean, I shouldn't say just as much, but I do like them quite a bit as well as I usually do with my premium plays. But yeah, nice card today, but stayed pretty selective, I guess, with my picks.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Ninos over at Pick Dogs. So a good result over the past 7 days. Come off a winning day yesterday. Get on board. Ninos does have his AL MLB, calls his Friday home run, his play up there for $25. Of course, that is credit guaranteed. These one-offs are credit guaranteed, means it must show a profit or the amount you paid for is credited back into your account. So that's what credit guarantee means. Also, you can go long-term without. Here we are on a Friday. It might be a good time to get that 3-day all sports pass for your weekend warriors out there. Get all of Ninos' plays for 3 days. That would include all his Major League Baseball as well as college football. Week 0 here is on Saturday, so get on board with that 3-day all sports pass with Ninos. You could use the August promo code AUG15 at checkout, and you'll save 15% off that price when you use that promo code. So you could do that. We could also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Keep up the great work. We'll talk with you again next week, but I know you also contribute to the weekend shows.
Yeah, should be on tomorrow and Sunday as well, 10 a.m. Eastern with Chris, Mitch, and some cappers you see on the drive-thru as well.
Very good. All right, Al, keep it up, and we'll talk with you next week.
All right, see you, Tony.
We got Al Ninos here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on. Jay Briggs is late scratch, but we do have a pick from him from the Raiders and the Patriots. We'll have that for you during the recap, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here, and let's welcome in Brad Francis. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Came up with a really great NFL season last year. Brad, what's happening?
What's up, Tony? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern time. We have the Mariners here hosting the Guardians. Guardians short favorites here, -115, total 6.5.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Guardians minus half a run, first 5 innings here in this one. We have Shane Bieber on the mound for the Guardians. He's having himself another solid season coming into this one with a 3.10 ERA. He's also allowed 2 earned runs or less in his last 5 starts. So another great season from Bieber. Definitely still the Guardians' stud pitcher. And, you know, I think this Mariners team, I think they'll struggle against Shane Bieber. You know, the Mariners are having a good season, but it's more because of their defense rather than their offense. I mean, the Guardians, they rate better than the Mariners in total runs, batting average, RBIs, and hits. So, you know, on paper, this Guardians team should have advantage on the mound and with the bats. If Shane Bieber could get some run support early, I think this is a great play, mainly because, I mean, you're getting plus money here. I saw it all the way up to plus 120 on the minus half a run for the first 5 innings. I think that's an absolute steal. You know, when it comes to the full game, who knows how these bullpens pitch, but you know, I have a great feeling about Shane Bieber pitching a good game here. So I'm liking the first 5, like I said, minus a half a run. I think that's a solid play here with some good value.
All right, we got on record here. We've got Brad here with the Guardians, first 5 here, laying the half run here, plus 110 here against the Seattle Mariners. Yeah, Bieber has been pretty solid. There's also been a lot of low-scoring games, has he, against the AL West in his career. 13-1 to the under, 21-9 to the under in his night game. So when you go under, you are limited run production. But the Guardians bullpen hasn't been too bad as well. But you're taking the bullpens out of this one, so you're going first 5.
Yeah, I'm going to go first 5 here. You know, I like Cleveland's lineup as well. Kwan's been playing really well. Ramirez has been playing great. So, look, I could see Kwan getting on base, Ramirez smacking one, getting a little 2-run homer or something. So, yeah, I mean, I think Ken's out the bullpens is a smart play here. The Mariners, they've been good. They've finished out games strong throughout the season. So, yeah, let's just start off with the beginning of the game and just get the first 5 in here.
Yeah, first 5 innings here with Brad. I just wanted to look at how much the strikeout numbers here for Seattle, because Bieber's had success here against teams that strike out 7 or greater times. And looking at this Mariners lineup, they're striking out 8.5 times a game. Here's this number plays into Bieber here, 16-4 the money line on the road when he faces lineups that strike out 7 or more times. So this is a team that swings and misses and strikes out. So you're looking, you know, Bieber's had some success here in this type of spot.
Yep. Yeah. No, I like it. That's a good stat there too.
All right, we got Guardians here, first 5, lay the half run, plus 110 against the Mariners. This one will have a start time of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick Dog's Premium for tonight's action. So, in great profit over the last 30 days, 671 units of profit. Remember, you come off a great NFL season last year. We are concluding the preseason this weekend. Tonight over at Pick Dog's Premium, we have 15 games here for Major League Baseball, 4 in preseason football. What do you have going on over at Pick Dog's Premium?
Yeah, I got my MLB 3 pack. It's my favorite 3 MLB games of the day. As you see, been killing it the last 30 days. Just been slow and steady, having profitable days. So yeah, I'm looking to continue that here. We got a nice big slate, and then, week 0 of college football. I already have 3 plays that I already know I'm picking. One's already in the system. I just got to throw the other 2 in, but I'm confident for tomorrow. College football. I'm ready to get it started off hot. So it's a good day. If you wanted to grab the 3-day, you could get my favorite MLB plays today. You could get my favorite MLB plays tomorrow, as well as my favorite college football plays. So I think that's a great way to look at it there.
Certainly is, guys. Got on board here with the Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs Premium. Great results over the last 30 days, all documented. Come off a really good football scene from the NFL tonight over at Pick Dogs. Brad calls it his Fired Up Friday MLB 3-pack. It's 3-day pass right now over at Pick Dogs for Major League Baseball. Get on board with that. Of course, these one-day passes are credit guarantee, means they must turn a profit, or the amount you paid for is credited back into your account for site credits. So that's what credit guarantee means. So there you go. Also, you can get on board with Brad's long-term pass. Here we are on a Friday. Your 3-day pass is a really good value here because you got coverage here for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got these big baseball cards here for the weekend. Week 0 here from college football on Saturday. Also, some preseason football will end here on Sunday. We got action Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So a good time to get on board with Brad's 3-day all sports pass. All of his premium plays for that period of time. When you go to his handicapper page and make that purchase, we can save you some money right now. When you use that promo code for August, it's AUG15, AUG15. We'll save 15% off on all premium pick purchases. You get that 3-day sampler there from Brad. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Brad, as always, great having you show. Keep up that great work. No UFC this weekend, so no UFC show, but you and Mills will be ready next week.
Yep, yeah. Next Saturday we'll be back, and then Wednesday and Fridays on the drive-through.
You got it. All right, Brad, keep it up, man. We'll talk with you again next week.
All right, thank you, Tony. Have a good night.
You got it. Brad Francis here on the drive-through. Let's continue our coverage, guys. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here. Let's see. We have Jovan's schedule, but he was running a little late. He was in traffic. Let's see if I got to bring up the screen here to see if he has signed in or not. Let's see here. Jovan. I do see Jovan. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. I can see you on screen here. I see Jovan, but I don't see him moving. All right, I need a thumbs up from you, Jovan, if your camera ready. I just see you the vertical there. So we'll move ahead here, and we'll check in on Jovan a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring in Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he does great work up there. So let's bring in Brian right now. I think you're ready to roll here. Brian, what's happening?
Tell you what, I'm excited. I'm like a kid before Christmas Eve. We got college football tomorrow. I know it's just week 0, but I like the crappy teams, and we have tons of different crappy teams going at it tomorrow. So that's my kind of thing. I'll probably be sitting there watching college football for most of the day.
That's right, the same college football, no doubt. We did get Jovan back. We'll get to Jovan after Brian here. So let's get looking at this one, Brian. Of course, you got college football here coming up. And, of course, we're 2 weeks and 1 day, actually less than 2 weeks away from the start of NFL as Bills take on the Rams. I'm pretty sure Brian already has a pick in that game ready to roll, but not ready to post it, right?
I got to be honest with you. I didn't even look at that game. I've been so busy looking at week 0 and week 1 of college football. I didn't even start thinking about that NFL matchup. That should be a hard one because you got 2 very heavy public teams. So who's going to be the selection? We'll have to wait and see when we get closer to that date.
That's right. Get closer to the kickoff, no doubt. But we got one tonight here for Major League Baseball, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Twins here to host the Giants. We have the Twins here, minus 130. The total sits here at 7.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Minnesota Twins and San Francisco Giants to go over the posted total. I'm a big Joe Ryan guy, but he's been giving up not a ton of runs, but he's been giving up more runs than usual since coming back from the DL a few months ago. Alex Wood, he's Mr. Mediocre to me, 8-10, 4.54 ERA. His whip's not too bad, 1.21. Wood has a solid strikeout to walk ratio, but once he exits, that Giants bullpen comes in, and they're ranked 7th worst in baseball as far as team ERA and the bullpen go. Giants and Twins games have been going under a ton lately, and I think that's getting the attention from bettors. I see just way too much action on the under. I'm going to go with the over 7.5 Giants and Twins tonight. I think we should be able to get the 8, 9, 10 runs tonight.
All right, Brian says go over the total here in this one. Yeah, there was a big action because this one was at 8, and those 8s were disappeared here by the morning time. You had to really jump in over the overnight line, but we've seen a 7.5 here. We have seen a big run here with the Twins on unders until yesterday when it went over by a half a run. There's been that big run here, so maybe people are chasing that under because it's been hitting. But anyway, you mentioned that here with the hard luck for these Giants starters, and it's funny when you bring it up because all I can visualize with these Giants starters is when you look at guys like Cobb, guys like Wood, you get that look that you always see them in the bullpen with that disgusted look on their face when their inherited runners start to just get scored because the bullpen lets them in.
Yeah, a lot of times that was happening with the Philadelphia Phillies, with Wheeler and Nola. Well, sometimes Nola had to blow up inning, but some of those bullpen guys, it could be tricky. Not everybody has the New York Yankees, Houston Astros, Baltimore Orioles bullpens. San Francisco Giants normally a team with a good bullpen, but not this season.
Yeah, you got to get these bats alive here because the past 10 games, the Twins have struggled against lefties, Giants against righties, and the bullpens right now have been performing well over the past 10 games, but that's just a small sample size. We know season-wide numbers that the Giants have been that bullpen has been really disappointing.
And also Joe Ryan, he does have fantastic stuff, but lately he's been going about. Last time out, he had a good start, but generally speaking, he's been giving up about 3 runs to start. So I could see that happening again tonight, maybe 4 runs. Then you add in the bullpen action on both sides. So I'm thinking he can get at least the 8-9 runs today. Yeah,
that ERA is getting close to 4, and he's given up 1.43 home runs per 9 innings, only a 28% ground ball rate, so balls in the air with Ryan. We got the over 7.5 Twins and Giants, so this one to have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Stream here for tonight's action. Of course, a big card here. We got a game here starting in about less than 10 minutes. We got 15-game card here from Major League Baseball, 4 from the preseason. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I got a bunch of stuff loaded up. I know it's Friday, and everything looks good to me today. Sometimes that's a bad sign, but my titanium play, my $15 play is 10-5 over the last 15, 67% winners. So you can get my best bet there in the NFL preseason for $15, or you can get my 3-pack that includes that titanium play, my Pound Zone 3-pack for $50, guaranteed to show a profit. Also, today only, I got my 3-day pass for just $75. I got 5 plays today. I'll have 5 tomorrow and 3 on Sunday. So that adds up to 13 plays there for $75. So check out the 3-day pass.
That's right, guys. Again, I'm here with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs Premium. The 3-day pass is where to roll, but we do have individual games tonight here. We got Brian's NFL preseason Friday titanium wager. $15. That's his $15 premium pick. The cappers can choose one play to make $15. Just to introduce you to the service, it is credit guarantee, like a lot of all the one-offs are. Means it must win, or the amount is credited back into your account for site credits. That's what the credit guarantee means. A lot of individual plays up there for Brian, a 3-pack as well. But as Brian was mentioning, here we are on a Friday. Your weekend warriors out there. Let's get that 3-day all sports pass. They call it Brian's Super Pass. You get all of Brian's premium plays for the next 3 days. Big cards here from Major League Baseball for this weekend. Also, week 0, college football Saturday. We got 7 games lined up there on the board. I don't know if there's FCS in the back end, but we know there's 7 FBS versus FBS games up there. Brian will have plays there. Also, remember the preseason goes until Sunday this year, the final week. So you got action Friday, big card Saturday, action on Sunday as well. So get on board there with that 3-day all sports pass. Use the August promo code AUG15 at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You get out a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Brian, as always, great having the show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you again on Monday.
You have a great weekend. It's going to be hard for me to control myself tomorrow because I try to never go over 5 plays in a day, and I already got 3 college football, and that NFL card looks good. I don't know. I'm going to keep myself under control. It's going to be a good weekend. Have a profitable weekend, Tony T, and I'll see you back on Monday.
You too as well. Brian Bitler here on The Drive. Let's continue on. We'll go right to Jovan next, guys. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Jovan will help us out with that, so let's go ahead and bring in Jovan in right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he does great work up there, getting ready for college football, where he had a great start to the season last year. Look forward to again this year. Jovan, what's happening?
Not much. Had a great start and had a great finish in the regular season. The bowl season, it took me down, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like the bowl season is a whole nother animal in and of itself. But during the regular season, started off as the number one capper in college football and ended the regular season as the number one capper. So trying to put that campaign together for this season and have a fantastic bowl season to cap it off.
That's right. Trying to keep in touch with all the players that are sitting. That was just a big mess here during the bowl season,
Right.
man. It's just a really big mess, no doubt about that. All right, we got one tonight at 8 Eastern time. The Rangers here to host the Tigers at 8 Eastern time. The Rangers are favored at -165, total of 8.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take the Rangers first 5 run line. So that's just a half a run. So if you look at these 2 pitchers, we have Glenn Otto, and I faded Glenn Otto, never backed him before, so I'm gonna back him in this one. I'm gonna give him a shot. He's been pitching well, giving up 2 runs. His last 3 starts, 2 runs, and 1 run, I believe. And he's just in good form. The best pitching stint that he's had in his short career. You can say that about him. And going on the other side, we have Tyler Alexander on the mound. He's actually been pitching good too, but he's going up against a Rangers team that's batting .292 in his last 10 in their last 10 games. And his good starts are giving up 3 runs in 5 innings, or 5 in the third, or 6 innings at most, or whatever. So, I think that the Rangers could get to Tyler Alexander, and they could get to the Tigers bullpen, who in their last 10 they're posting a 4.99 ERA. So, if it gets to that, because I'm shortening it up with the first 5, so the bullpens might not come into play. But if they do come into play, I expect it to be on the Detroit Tigers side, and I expect the Rangers to be putting up a lot of runs on crossing the plate. So, give me the Rangers first 5 run line.
All right, we got Jovan here on the Rangers' first 5 run line. So you lay the half run, -115. Got to be up by a run after 5 full innings of play here against this Tigers. Of course, the Tigers, it's always against this hitting lineup that has just been, really poor this year. It's been this has been a big disappointment here for this team. You see some of the pitching numbers; they haven't been that bad, but man, the hitting has just been terrible.
Yeah, the hitters was brought this team down. Let this team down for the majority of the season. Their bullpen overall has been decent. Some of their young starters, they don't have my guy. Who's my guy? That just had a Tommy John. I'm drawing a blank, but the hell is his name? But anyway, it's Casey Mize.
Mize, that's right.
My man Casey Mize. Yeah, so he went down. That brought a drag to their rotation. They had a couple other guys. Matt Manning was out. He's back in the fold. But they do have some talent on the pitching side. That's what I'm trying to say. But on the batting side, they need some prospects to come up soon and knock the cover off the ball, because whoever they have on their roster right now, they have Miguel Cabrera, but Miguel Cabrera is 5 years past his prime, in my estimation. So, when you're having these games and you're on the short end of the stick of these low scoring games, it seems like they're almost there. Maybe the young bats they have on their lineup, they need to season themselves. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're a year away. But from what I've seen out of them with my own eyes, I don't see it. Sometimes they'll put together a decent hitting game, but for the most part, nah, not so much.
All right, we got Jovan here. Rangers first 5 innings, the run line, lay the half runs, -115 against the Tigers. This one will have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Stream here, where you put really good numbers over the last 30 days. 790 units of profit last 30 days, come off a really good college football season, 764 units. College football is in the air. Of course, we have that week 0 here on Saturday. Tonight, though, we do have 15 games on the board for Major League Baseball. We got one starting list in about 5 minutes from now, as well as a 4-game card from the NFL preseason. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's Friday, so you know what that means. Time to take flight on these books with my Take Flight Friday MLB Laser Show, and I also have my Take Flight Friday NFL X Stiff Arm. So, 2 plays that I believe is going to hit. one on the preseason side, NFL side, and one on the Major League Baseball side. Both should put in work, get you some money. But you can also check out my longer term packages: 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, yearly. Then it's almost the end of August, so jump on that August 15 promotional, 15% off all packages. Can't beat that, and anywhere on the internet. You know what I mean? So, also match me with one of the 2-for-1 handicappers, or one of the other handicappers for the 2-for-1 capper promotional. Also check out one of my season plays, whether that's the NFL or the college football one. You're gonna get money either way. Or better yet, go with the combination. And I got a pass for that too. So, it's all here. Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. I expect a big, NFL season, a big college football season, and try to put together a championship run for this fall.
That's right, guys. Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here over the last 30 days. 790 units of profit, come off a really good college football season last year. These numbers are all documented. You can verify that when you go over to Jovan's handicapper page and go down to pick history. You can see all the plays here. The wins, the losses, the pushes are all graded immediately on the site, fully documented. Get on board here with Jovan. He does have his Take Flight Friday stiff arm and NFL preseason game up there for you now. Individual plays, some baseball as well from Jovan Burts. Lots of individual plays up here. Credit guarantee, must turn a profit, or the amount that you purchase is credited back in your account. But as we said, here we are here on a Friday. A good time to get Jovan's 3-day fire back pass. 3 days of premium plays here from Jovan. He got his action here for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we've got big baseball cards here. 15-game card today. We got a 15-game card tomorrow. Another big card on Sunday. And of course, we got week 0 college football on Saturday. Preseason football Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we got an action-packed weekend. Take advantage of it and get that 3-day all sports pass here from Jovan. You can also add a second capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Use AUG15 and save 15% off the pass as well. Of course, Jovan was talking about the seasonal passes up there. He does have his college football season pass up, as well as full NFL season. He does combine his NFL and college football season into one pass. Get on board, and this is the time to use a promo code because you save lots of money when these long-term passes here, these seasonal passes, AUG15, AUG15 at checkout, and it will save you 15% off. Right, Jovan, as always, great having your show. I know you contribute a lot to the site. We'll have you on the recap, but we know you contribute a lot to Pick Dogs with the weekend shows and also with your parlay of the day.
Yeah, per usual, I have another one out tonight. Another two team for y'all. Also I have some free plays tomorrow and on Sunday. So it's a lot of picks going on deck at Pick Dogs. Of course, I'm here on Mondays and Fridays. So, for more times than not, I'm here giving out free picks.
That's right. And, of course, one more question everybody wants to know. Of course, we see the forecast, 40% chance of rain. Will that Red Sox game get in today against the Rays?
Well, I got caught in a torrential downpour. Streets flooding, accidents left and right, traffic lights are going out of order. So it looks clear right now for the most part. It's a little gray, but I'm about maybe a 5-minute drive from Fenway Park as we speak right now. So if it stays like this, we're gonna have a game.
All right. Looks like we'll have a game. Looks like we've got the worst is behind them so far. We'll see. All right, Jovan. Have a great evening. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Absolutely. I'll be here.
You got it. Jovan Burts here on the drive. So, guys, if you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap at the end of the show. Jovan will help us out with it. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We're going to go out to Las Vegas, Nevada, making a special Friday appearance is our man Tony Brown. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, we had Tony Brown. Tony Brown, are you there? Did we lose his signal? We might have lost his signal. Let me see here. I did not get a text from Tony Brown, so we will continue on here on the show. There's no Tony Brown. All right, let's go. I got his pick for you, so if we can't get him back on, we'll get a pick from Tony Brown. Let's go right now to Rod Zawacki. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. He's doing great work for us here. Been great to us on the show. Let's bring him in right now. He's a warrior, Rod Zawacki. Let's see if we can get to him right now. Rod Zawacki. Rod, what's happening?
Yeah, not too much. Staying alive. That's what we're doing here.
Staying alive. That's right. The Rona. You're beating the Rona.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Lots of fluid, lots of rest. Trying to fight it off.
Trying to fight
Not
it
what
off.
I wanted to catch, but I thought it was just like a summer flu type thing. No, we got it. So
You got it. Well, I've seen people look worse with that.
Actually, all of a sudden, the next thing you know, it's like it's cold, and all of a sudden you're like sweating. You're sitting right in front of the AC and you're pouring sweat. And you're like, "Is it hot in here?"
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. So,
All
other
right.
than that, though, can't complain. Got no complaints other than that.
We got as we were interviewing Jovan, you saw all the umbrellas, you saw all the little rain showers behind him, and we got the weather report from Jovan. It says it's clearing up, so it looks like we may get this one at least started in here. As the Red Sox here will host the Rays here with Boston here minus 120, total of 9.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like. It looks like it is going to be humid, but I don't see any more torrential downpours in the forecast. So I think we can. Like these two teams are going in the opposite direction. You've got the Rays, who in their last 10 games are a nice solid 8-2, and racking up the wins to on the push towards the playoff race. And this Boston team, they've just been losing games. 1-6 in their last 7, lost the last 4 straight. And you look at what's his name? Michael Walker's getting the start for the Red Sox today, and he's been definitely a bright shining star for the Red Sox. They're 11-4 when he gets the start, but has he been pitching above what the back of his baseball card says? I remember Walker. This guy used to give up runs in bunches, and we've seen it in few of his starts this season where he's had a good game, and then you follow that up where he gives up 4 runs. You follow that up with another one where he gives up 5 runs. So he's had a couple of glitches, and glitches is what I think what's going to happen here today. I think we get a little bit of regression from Michael Walker here, as I think he gives up some runs, and I don't think he gets enough runs for it. The Boston Red Sox have not been scoring runs, and you look, Rays, like I said, they've been rolling along. They are 6-0 their last 6 versus a team with a losing record. And Boston, as I said, 0-4 their last 4, 2-6 their last 8 after allowing 5 runs or more in the previous game. They're also 0-4 their last 4 versus teams with winning records. Where on the other side of that, the Rays 6-0 in their last 6 versus Boston. They've been pounding Boston, and I think they continue it here. They won 6 straight against these Boston team, and I think they do it again. Boston's looked awful. And I know you got JT Chargo starting for the Rays, and I think he's only goes to go 1 inning. They hope they can get 2 out of him, and if that's what you get, that's perfect. And then you look at the relief. This is definitely a game for the Rays, and with it being a bullpen for the Rays, you look their relievers are way better than the Boston relievers. I'm gonna say by like a 1.2 ERA, 1.3 ERA. Are the Rays bullpen better than Boston? We're going to take the Rays here. I like the Rays. Give me the Rays.
All right, we got Rod here on the Rays, a plus 100 here against the Red Sox. Yeah, the Rays know Waka. He was Waka was somewhat of a short starter or an opener here for the Rays last year, so they know about him. Looks like Yarbrough might get the bulk of it, and we'll see. But here's something that kind of stood out to me this month with the Rays. Over the past 2 seasons, Rod, they're 36-13 in this month of August. So it's that something lights up. Remember, we've seen these stretch runs here, but with the Rays before,
right? Like all of a sudden you get close to it, getting into August. They're like, "Oh, it's that time! Come on, it's time to play!" And they just kick into high gear and start getting wins. Defense starts playing, and they shut teams down, and they just keep adding up the wins. And that's what they've been doing quietly, 8-2 the last 10, and I've been racking up the wins 6 straight. So I'm not going to get off this train. Even the Tampa Bay Rays they've been rolling right along.
Rays plus 100 against the Red Sox. This one will have a start time here, 7 p.m. East time. Looks like it'll go in. Looks like we'll get this one in. We'll get another weather report from Jovan here as he helps us out with the recap. All right, Rod, let's go over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight's action. 15 games. Oh, we have 14 game cards. Dodgers and the Marlins have begun, and so we got 14 games on the board here from Major League Baseball. We have 4 from preseason. There's some CFL, 2 CFL out there on the board as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And me over at Pick Dogs Premium, we've been rolling right along, so now's the time to jump on something. Tonight I got my 10-star MLB Game of the Week going. You can grab it singly by itself. I also got my NFLX Play of the Day. You can get it singly over at Pick Dogs Premium. Or you can get my Steak Friday Triple, and I've got that going over, and that'll get you 2 plays that I've got, including my MLB Game of the Week in MLB, plus my NFLX Play of the Day as well. So you can get those 3 plays in my Steak Friday Triple Or now's that time, like I said, we've been hot the last week, the last month. Grab on something long term. Grab a 3-day, grab a 7-day, grab a 30-day, or even grab an all sports year where you get all my plays included, everything. Where I got NFL going, NHL, we've got college football coming right up tomorrow, so I've got a play in there already for college football week 0. Lots of ways. Jump on one of those season passes. Use UG15. Save yourself 15% and jump aboard with me, and let's have a huge super season. I also have the best deal going, I think. Get the rest of the season. Get the rest of the year pass where you get all my plays in all sports from now until New Year's Eve. This kind of low price, that works out to be about $100 a month, I think it works out to be if you get the rest of the season pass. When you use the promo code UG15, head on over to Pick Dogs Premium and scoop on something. Let's make some money as we continue to pound the books.
Pound books indeed. Get on board here with Zawacki over at Pick Dogs. Our premium seed numbers here: 830 units, 32 units of profit last 30 days. It is all documented over at Pick Dogs. You guys can get on board here with Rod, and of course, he's showing great results here the last 30 days, last 7 days. Yesterday, doing well. Of course, Rod has action up there. He has his college football weekend, week 0 game of the week. Also, Rod with the Stake Friday triple here going on over at Pick Dogs Premium 3-pack. $40 credit guarantee, so it's a good time to get on board there with Rod Zawacki over at Pick Dogs with that. Of course, credit guarantee means it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back to your account for site credit. So that's what credit guarantee means, and that's what the 3-pack is right now with the Stake Friday 3-pack. Also, as we talked about, Rod's already in action here with the college football game of the week. His top play here in college football is up there on the board. Also credit guarantee, so some NFL preseason action on the board as well. But again, here we go. This is a Friday, and probably your best value right now is getting that 3-day all sports pass from Rod. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday action. Rod's in action here in Major League Baseball. We have these big cards here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Also, the preseason football. We got action here Friday, big card again tomorrow, and then we got some games on Sunday. We also have the baseball as well, as we talked about. College football week 0 here on Saturday. 7 games on the board. Now, these peripheral sports, Ron may dabble into WNBA when it gets started again on Sunday. May dabble into CFL. You just got to keep an eye on there. I'm not saying he will. He may not. But you just got to take a look here on the boards because Rod sometimes gets on board with those peripheral plays there. So that 3-day pass is the way to go. Remember that promo code AUG15, AUG15. That will save you 15% off at checkout. Of course, 2 for 1 cap promotion, even a great value there as well. All right, Rod, as always, great having the show. Keep up that great work. We'll talk with you again tomorrow, but I know we can always catch you on the weekends with the morning crew.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me, and we'll see everybody tomorrow morning. We'll start with college football with the morning crew. Definitely be around. I'm not going anywhere.
No doubt about that. All right, Rod. Have yourself a great evening. Rod Zawacki here on The Drive to. Let's continue here our coverage here. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. And I think we've got Tony Brown wired in right now. And his game has started, so we're going to see what we can do a live in game with Tony Brown, because he was looking at that Dodger Marlin game, so we weren't able to get him in time for that. So let's bring him in right now. Tony Brown, what's happening? Let me get him in right now. I got to get on Skype here with Tony Brown. Tony, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony? How you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go. Your game, of course, has begun. We lost connection with you, but maybe you can talk a little bit about it here as we got the Dodgers here facing the Marlins here. We are in the top of the first 2 outs, and we do have the Dodgers may get out of this one without a run. We can maybe give a in game in this one. We know the Dodgers big favorites here, minus 275, total 7.5.
Yeah, we have some. That's what happens in real life. But for that, I'll give you guys a free play since this game already started, and I'll also give you the play on the Dodger game. You can take it at most books live. Still take it. Take Dodgers run line. This is the second time around for Hoeing against the Dodgers. The first time we lit him up, absolutely lit him up. He only lasted 3 innings and gave up 7 runs. So he's 0-1 on the season with that lone start against us, 21-run ERA. And now it's the second time around. It's going to be even worse. Dodgers are the best team in baseball. Even with that said, we had Washington as a minus 400 against San Diego, or plus 400. They pulled the upset. I hate laying juice. These are always professional teams. So whenever you got a good team like that and they're supposed to win that good and their favorite is that big like the Dodgers are today, take the run line. They should win they should win these games going away. So Dodgers run line even with the first inning over. And since I missed this one, Take the Sunday WNBA, take the Aces. You know what I mean?
Aces,
And
all right.
if I give you a WNBA game, you know I'm putting some money on it. This may be my second or third WNBA play ever in the history of the league. So I got a good line on the Aces. Take the Aces Sunday in their playoff game against the spread.
All right, so Tony Brown here with that Sunday game. Here he likes the Aces in this one. We'll get the numbers there. We're showing here the live odds available here. Minus 2.5 runs with the Dodgers, minus 105, minus 110. Dodgers right now up with 2 outs. So you're okay with what they're offering here on the live odds, laying 2.5 runs here, minus 105.
I'd still even take that. Like I said, this is the game. The Dodgers have 80 wins. They're the only team with 80 wins. Like, to put that in perspective, when the Yankees got to 70, that only lasted a few days when multiple teams got to 70, and they're still at 70 with the Astros at 70, the Mets at 70 plus, you know what I mean? The Dodgers are head and shoulders the best team in the league. And not to mention Tyler Anderson. I was just telling you everything that was wrong with our opponents, Miami. Let me tell you what's right with the Dodgers. He's a Cy Young candidate, and he may not even be the best pitcher on our team. He's 13-2 this season with a sub-3 ERA, just a shade over 2. He's been absolutely lights out all year, including his last start, which was against Miami. We just swept them at home in LA, so now all that's changed was the scenery. The teams didn't change, just the scenery. He went 7 strong with 7 Ks against them in an easy win. Like I said, the games aren't played on paper, Tone, but some stats just can't be ignored, so we won't.
All right, so Tony Brown here, in-game live in this one. He likes the Dodgers run line. At this point, it is minus 2.5 runs. The return, minus 105. Dodgers up top first with 2 outs. So as we speak here, he likes the run line here with Dodgers. Even if the side is retired top of the first, I'm pretty sure he likes that one. So he's going in live here, Dodgers run line. This game has begun. And we might have lost Tony Brown again. He also liked the Las Vegas Aces, and let me give you that information there. Las Vegas Aces are coming here at minus 5.5 here against the Seattle team. So he likes Las Vegas Aces here, minus 5.5 here against Seattle here as they play Game 1 of their playoff series with Seattle here, and this one will be played in Vegas. So let's see, we got Tony Brown. We thought we had him back here. Let's see if we lost him. We might have lost him there. Anyway, but we might get him back here for you. Let me see if we get Tony Brown back here. We'll make an effort to get Tony Brown. Yeah, they're playing Seattle here with Game 1. This one will be played Sunday at 4 Eastern time. So he's on record here with Las Vegas, laying the 5.5. Did open here at 5. So the money early here has come on Las Vegas Aces. So that's will be Tony Brown's play. So I don't know if we're going to have success getting Tony Brown back here. But anyway, I'll let you guys know what Tony Brown has over at Pick Dogs Premium right now as we'll take a look over at the site. Of course, you can get on board with Tony Brown. And we think we'll bring up his plays page right now. As we got packages here from Tony Brown right now. What does he have up on the side? He does have a 10-star MLB dog right now, guaranteed. As we said, it is a as we say, credit guarantee, which means it must show profit or the amount is credited back into your account. Also, laser lock plays from Tony Brown, a lot of individual plays. He does have a 3-pack up there, so still time to get his 3-pack as we're hitting the top of the hour there. So you can get a 3-pack here from Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. And, of course, the long-term passes are your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium because, with that long-term pass, Tony Brown, with that 1-year all-sports pass, that's probably your best value out there, right?
Yeah, it's the best value for sure. Just in case anything happens to me over the technology waves, you can still get my plays. But no, seriously, all jokes aside, paying per day, per play, and per sport, that's only going to put money in the bookie's pocket. You know what I mean? Gambling is a marathon, not a sprint, and we're here for the whole race. This isn't a all sports pass where this isn't a season pass where you just get me for the football or the baseball or whatever. This is a 365-day all year pass. You get every single pick I release from every sport for 365 days. That's all year. And there's no upselling. You get my championship picks, the Super Bowls, the playoffs, like everything I release. You get all my picks for one whole year. If you're serious about making money betting sports, you can't afford not to grab this pass. That's
right, guys. Get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get that 1-year all sports pass. Use that promo code OG15 at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. All right, Tony, as always, great having you shown. Keep up that success, and we'll talk with you again next week.
All right, Tony, I appreciate you having me, and let's get some money, guys.
Let's make it happen. Tony Brown here on the drive. We've got a lot of people signed in. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here with the drive-thru. It is now time for my picks. So let me go ahead and bring up the game card here for you quickly as we are approaching here at the top of the hour. But we'll go ahead and get my game in here. Then we'll hit to the recap and we will get the plays. We did promise you Jay's play. We'll get that for you as well. So let's get this my game card up for you right now as we're going to be looking at this preseason game between the Cowboys and Seahawks. Seahawks laying 7, total 38. I'll be on the dog here with the Dallas Cowboys here at plus the, we didn't get my card updated, but anyway, Dallas Cowboys here at plus the 7 in this one. We know Seattle's been 0-2 in the preseason. Again, a lot is being made about the quarterback battle. We know Geno Smith and Drew Lock are battling. We know Geno Smith will get in there. Remember, Geno Smith had 7 drives, resulted in no scoring. Smith will get the start. We know Lock missed last week due to COVID, but is expected to see significant action. And, we know McCarthy's probably pretty much going to sit the starters, but there is a backup battle in Dallas right now between Will Grier and Cooper Rush. We'll see if Grier, Grier, we'll see how he does here. There is a battle there. Dallas is 1-1 in the preseason. Had a pretty good showing there against the Chargers, winning 32-18. Rush 12 of 20 for 84 yards and a pick in that game. Of course, Grier played his first preseason game last week, 6 of 10, 98 yards. And, of course, the Cowboys have had some running the football, though, for 4.2 yards a carry. But really, one of the things I'm going to – this is what I've been looking at here. I'm going to get some of these bad defenses in the preseason, especially if you're getting points, right? Seattle is giving up 343 yards a game defensively, 151 yards rushing, 5 yards per rush attempt. It's just tough to lay 7 points when you got a defense that's giving up this type of yardage, right? You know Dallas is going to run the football. You know these guys are out there to gain a job. So I'm going to take the points here with Dallas. Based on the fact that the Seahawks defense hasn't showed me enough to protect, to trust them laying a touchdown in the preseason. So I will be here on Dallas here laying the 7. Hey guys, check out Pick Dog Stream. I got plays for you right up there right now. 3-pack, actually 5 premium plays, 1 from preseason, a best bet, and a 3-pack. Number 2 unit producer over at Pick Dogs. Check me out. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Time for the recap. We got Jovan to help us out. Ninos, Briggs, minus 165 against the Cardinals. Jay, here's the pick from Jay. Raiders, money line, minus 130 against the Patriots. Brad was on Guardians, first 5 run line, lay the half run, plus 110 against the Mariners. Jovan, Rangers, first 5 the run line, lay the half run, minus 115 against the Tigers. Brian was on the Twins, Giants, over 7.5. Tony Brown says in-game, he likes this in-game Dodger run line. Right now we're showing actually we got lay a run and a half at minus 125. Looks like the Dodgers side was retired top of the first, so he likes that run line here in game with the Dodgers. We also have Rod Zawacki here with the Rays plus 100 against the Red Sox. Yours truly Cowboys plus the 7 against the Seahawks. All right, Jovan, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Let's see. I'm gonna stick with this baseball. We'll take the Guardians first 5 run line. Like it.
All right, Guardians first 5 run line. I like the Rays here in this one here against the Red Sox. Looks like we'll get that one in over in Boston. So that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune again tomorrow live. Tune in Monday live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers in from Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Give out live free picks for the games in prime time. Don't forget, it starts off every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. We have our weekend shows. A lot of the drive-thru cappers will guest, so make sure you tune in with Mitch and Chris headlining and bringing in the guests from the drive-thru. We'll contribute with picks on the show. And, of course, don't forget the Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, Javon's parlay of the day. Of course, Chris and Mitch with those free picks overnight, and Ron Romanelli with his Major League Baseball rundown. And not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, Mills and Brad will be back with the UFC show. No UFC tomorrow, but they'll be back a week from tomorrow. All right, that'll do it for tonight's show. Let's go ahead and bring in our cappers from tonight. We're going to wait goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great night. We'll talk with you guys again on Monday.